6th of May, and this is how it's going. And finally we've got the greenhouse. We've learnt lessons from the last one that couldn't take wind and got knocked down and all the rest of it. So this one I've definitely built to withstand the wind, and it's a bit more sheltered, tucked down here. As we go in, we've got Richard's potatoes. Here's one starting to come somewhere in there. And then we've got another bag of Richard's potatoes, which has definitely got one coming up. There we go. And then we move on to the first lot of bed. This one's got the cauliflower in that I grew from seed. You can just about see them in there. They're all from seed. I got some spinach, which is struggling and desperately needs a bed, but I haven't built it yet. And we've also got in this one some swede. Didn't grow these from seed, bought these from the garden centre. But they're doing a lot better. We've had to net them because the birds keep coming and stealing them. And then in the second bed this is the first new one that's gone in. In this one we have got broccoli. You see? And again, we've meshed it because we know we're going to have to because of butterflies, but the birds keep going for them. And we hope the peas survive. So put these in yesterday or the day before. And we're trying an experiment. I put mesh round 3 sides, and then we've got one side which we're doing with string to see which way is the best way for the peas to grow up. Richard says string, I think the other way, so we'll see. And then my magnificent greenhouse secured down. We raised it up because the entrance was a bit low. We took the bottom shelves out, secured it all down with raised beds. My flowers all up here that had an accident when Richard's greenhouse collapsed, but I've saved some. Got some strawberries to go out when I work out where they're going. And then in here I had a slight fail with my first tomatoes. I thought they needed lots of warmth, so when it was really nice and sunny I didn't open it up enough, and so this one's lost quite a lot of its leaves, but we've got some strawberries planted in between as well. I will mulch all of this eventually. And then we've got, I did have 2 cucumber plants and they were both this size, and I realised that, or learnt, having made the mistake, that you shouldn't water right by the stem because then they just die. So don't know if that one will survive or not, but I've done what the man said and put a moat around it for the water to keep it away from the stem. And then I bought another one to replace the one that died. So we're hoping that I don't kill this one. And then we've got some more tomato plants that I bought today and just put in. Hopefully, now I've worked out my lesson, hopefully these will do a lot better. And again, flowers, apart from the strawberries. And then we'll go back out. We need to get another bed in, which is possibly going to be over there when we've levelled that off, don't know, or over there. For our, what is this now? Sprouts. So we've got sprouts still to go in. Again, I think black currant is what Richard said. And then his onions, these were the first ones that went in. And they're actually growing quite well. We covered these because with fleece, as you can see in the previous video, because the birds kept taking them. So now they're big enough to fend for themselves. They're uncovered, and then this bed has more onions in, but also has a mixture of baby sweet corn and then some that we grew from seed ourselves, which are big sweet corns. In this bed, the cabbages have done amazingly in the last month. They've really shot up. Some are struggling, so we put the insect cover on, see if we can stop the caterpillars, although some are getting in. We've got to get some more hoops to make it slightly taller, so that as they grow we can just make it bigger and protect them, because we do have a real problem with butterflies getting everything. Every time I've grown before, butterflies have killed them, so this time I'm determined that we'll net them and hopefully they'll be okay. And I think these are leeks. I think that's what they are. And then I'm really pleased with my strawberry bed that I put straw in today. The birds can't get in, it's got a frame on it, and the birds do keep trying to get in. I regularly find them sat on top over here, not being able to, thank goodness. Again, we've got the troughs, not sure. Might put some more strawberries in them, but I'm gonna have to work out a way of meshing them because of the birds. And we've got all this area here that we've got to dig out, level out, which is an old muck pile, so the soil's really nice. That's what we put into the bed just behind the peas that you can see. So it'd be interesting to compare how that does. And then to finish off, over here, I think these ones are the earlies. So we'll see how they turn out. And over the other side, this is Richard's strawberry stand that he's built. I did point out he needs to cover it because he's getting quite a few flowers. Quite a few flowers on his strawberries. Can we zoom in and see? I don't think so. No. And those are squash, and I can't remember what else he said it was. There to go in his hugelkultur bed when he finishes that. And in Richard's greenhouse, he's got a grow bag with some... Oh, not very good at this. Some tomatoes in. So that's where we're up to.